Hi, my name is Cecille and I will be talking about asexual reproduction, sexual reproduction, cell cycle, and mitosis. Asexual reproduction is when a cell only uses one cell to reproduce. When the cell reproduces, it makes an exact copy of itself. This process takes a really short time because it only uses one cell. Sexual reproduction is when a cell uses multiple cells to reproduce. When this happens, the cell creates an offspring. This process takes a very long time because it uses multiple cells. The cell cycle has two phases. The first phase is called interphase. In interphase, the first step is called G1, which is the growing state. The second step is called synthesis, or S for short, which is where the cell gains its DNA to know what to reproduce. The third step is called G2, which is when the cell continues to grow with the DNA. The second phase in the cell cycle is called the mitotic phase. The first stage in the mitotic phase is called mitosis, which is where the cell begins to split apart in four parts. The four parts are prophase, which is when the cell's nucleus dissolves and the centrosomes form. The second phase is metaphase, which is when the centrosomes begin to move in different ends and the spinal fibers attach to the centromeres. The third phase is anaphase, which is when the centrosomes move to opposite directions and the chromosomes break apart. The final part is the telophase, which is when the nucleus reforms and the cell pinches together. When all these parts occur, the cytokinesis happens, which is when the cell finally splits apart. Meiosis is a unique type of cell division necessary for sexual reproduction. Since meiosis has half the numbers of sets of chromosomes, so when each gamete fuses together in fertilization, the sets of chromosomes are restored to its original number thanks to the use of zygotes. There are two stages. The first stage is called meiosis I, or 1. What happens in this stage first is there's a cell with two sets of gametes, one from mother and the other from father, or they also could be called the homologous chromosomes. Each homologous chromosomes give off a sister chromosome. The homologous chromosomes pair up and exchange genetic material with each other in the process of crossover. Each pair then separates and two cells are formed. In meiosis II, or II, each chromosome splits into two new cells again. The same process occurs, again causing four sister cells to be formed.